extraordinary. 2 weeks ago, NASA's New Horizons spacecraft made a historic flyby through the Pluto system. This capstone event celebrates the fact that in the last 50 years, the U.S. has been the first to visit each of the planets and now the dwarf planet Pluto in our solar system. Our NASA Planetary Science program leads the world in the exploration of the solar system, and I'd like to take you on a short journey through that solar system. This is an image. Many of us forget that the Sun is the center of our solar system from yesterday from our Solar Dynamics Observatory. Mercury from the Messenger spacecraft. We discovered a new world through the Messenger mission. Venus from the Magellan spacecraft, 1990, launched from the Space Shuttle. The Earth. The Earth is, in fact, a planet from our new Discover mission, 1,000,000 miles from Earth. Mars, I had to get a Hubble Space Telescope picture in there, taken from the Hubble. Ceres, in the main asteroid belt, the largest dwarf planet in the asteroid belt, from the Dawn mission. You'll hear about that. Jupiter, from Galileo, arrived 1995, also launched from the Space Shuttle. Saturn, from Cassini, still exploring. Uranus, from Voyager 2. Neptune, from Voyager 2. And the capstone, Pluto, as we've just seen from the New Horizons, July 14th. And as you can see from this last image, Pluto has not disappointed the scientific community or the public. In April, the NASA Messenger mission hit the surface of Mercury as planned after a stellar 4-year mission. A key science finding of the mission is compelling evidence that Mercury harbors water ice and other volatile materials in its permanently shadowed craters. On Mars, we have the Curiosity rover. It's already shown us that Mars is a highly evolved, dynamic planet that once could have supported microbial life and has the potential to support human life in the future. Future missions to Mars include the InSight mission, which will launch in 2016, providing our first look into the deep interior of Mars, and the NASA Mars 2020 rover, which will be the first to acquire geologic samples for potential future return. The Dawn mission, as you'll hear, is currently studying the dwarf planet Ceres, which is the largest object in the main asteroid belt. Dawn has the distinction of being the first spacecraft to orbit a dwarf planet. Asteroids and other small bodies continue to be objects of importance for NASA to study, and we're currently developing a very ambitious mission for a robotic asteroid rendezvous and sample return dubbed OSIRIS-REx, which is planned to launch next year. On the way to Jupiter, as you've heard, is our Juno mission, which will arrive next year, the biggest planet in our solar system. The mission will investigate our largest planet's composition, atmosphere, belts, and magnetic field. Jupiter is host to a collection of amazing moons, several of which are larger than our own moon. Europa, which you'll hear about, may harbor a salty ocean underneath a thick crust of ice with the potential to harbor life. NASA is working on a mission that will send a highly capable spacecraft to investigate this fascinating world. At Saturn, Cassini spacecraft recently observed the moon Enceladus, emitting sheets of water or plumes from features on the surface. These plumes may come from subsurface lakes that could represent safe harbors for microbial life. In 2017, the Cassini mission will be sent on a brand new mission. As it runs out of fuel, it will orbit Saturn and then enter the Saturnian atmosphere, a dramatic and fitting end for a transformative planetary explorer. While we have no current plans to visit Uranus and Neptune, the James Webb Space Telescope, which will launch in October 2018, promises to provide extraordinary science by observing these giant icy planets in unparalleled spectroscopic detail. And still further out, Voyager 1 and 2 continue to operate as part of Voyager's interstellar mission. The two Voyagers hold records as the longest operating and the most distant spacecraft ever built by humankind. The United States has been the first nation to successfully reach every planet from Mercury to Pluto with a space probe. But our study of the solar system does not stop at Voyagers or New Horizons. We continue to seek fundamental science questions, including whether we are alone in the universe. NASA will probe deeper into this question by studying solar systems around other stars, exoplanets, using Hubble, Spitzer, Kepler, and launching in 2017 the Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite. This great journey into the unknown continues, and there's still much to be learned. With your support, our future missions will advance along this path of exploration, discovery, and innovation for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Grunsfeld. And